So, friends, let's start with today's lovely Goan chapati recipe. This is a recipe that I've been making from my childhood, and I love to have this with a cup of tea. And it takes me back to my childhood, or my dad used to make this for me and insist that I have it before going to school or college. So, let me show you how to make these beautiful Goan chapatis. Now, I've taken about a teaspoon of oil, and I'm going to add about a cup of whole wheat flour. Now you can add salt, or I refrain from adding salt. Uh, and then I'm just going to add a little water at a time, and I'm going to mix all of this very well together to form a regular, chapati dough or puri dough. Now the dough has to be kneaded really well. It has to be nice and smooth and soft, yet it has to be firm. It shouldn't be falling like a pizza dough. It shouldn't be very very soft. It should be just a kind of a firm dough. That is, as you're kneading it, you should find the firmness. You shouldn't find a lot of moisture in it. And if you find that, just keep adding a little water at a time. So it should be firm, it should be smooth, and it should be, like your hands shouldn't have any more of the dough or the wheat flour on your hands. Your hands should be completely clean. So you keep on kneading this dough till you get that consistency. So I leave the measurements of how much flour I used, how much of water I used in the description box below. So now let's get making this beautiful Goan chapatis, which are square as you've seen in the pic. Now I've got my pan heating on a low to medium heat. I'm going to take a little bit of dry flour. I'm going to take a large lime size bowl of the flour. Now I've stored the remaining flour in my steel container in my refrigerator. So I've just taken a little bit of it just to show you all how to make this beautiful Goan chapatis. So you roll them nicely till they're nice and smooth. Just press it down like this. And then we're going to put a little bit more of flour, and we're just going to roll this with our rolling pin just to form a small little round. Yeah, that's about it. Now we're going to drizzle a few drops of this clarified butter or ghee, and we're going to spread it around evenly so that it coats the entire circle. Now we're going to fold one half like this, the other half like this way, and then we're going to dust a little more flour on the top. And then you're just going to roll the pin in such a way that you keep getting the square. So you only roll it on the edges, don't roll it in the middle. Start rolling from the sides only. And that way, you keep doing this and you'll get this really, this typical square kind of, uh, shape. It does come with practice, but don't give up. Just try and try. You will get it. And even if it comes a little bit out of shape or if it comes a little bit round, it's okay. So I'm just going to show you again from a different angle. So if you fold it in this way, you will get the square shape. Just keep rolling the pin over the edges and not from the center. Now, sometimes if you find that your dough is really hard, then you just have to add a little bit more of water and a few drops of oil, and just keep kneading it. If you find that your dough is very slimy and has a lot of water, then keep adding flour. Now over here, for about 1 cup of flour, I used about 3/4 cup of water. That also adding a little at a time till I found, it was the right consistency. And adding the oil after kneading and keeping it aside also helps in, getting the dough to the right consistency. It does come with practice, friends. And I too, after practicing, I can, make the chapati dough to the right consistency and the right square and everything. Some of you all might be even, some of you might be experts in this field. So now that your tawa or your pan is hot, you'll now roast the chapati on one side. You'll see the little bubbles to come up. Just turn it on the other side. You'll see this white kind of color on the other side. Just turn it over again, and then you'll see that it starts to fluff up a little at the edges. Turn it on the other side. Now it starts fluffing up nicely. Now, ideally, we use like my grandmother or my dad used to use this round iron, tawas, which were pretty heavy, and they were the traditional ones. They had a little bit of kind of a, like a bowl, a deep bowl kind of shape, and the chapatis used to come amazing in that. And it was a ritual at my place when I was a kid that you have to have at least 2 chapatis with your tea before going to school or college. So these Goan chapatis are really great. Even if you just put some jam and butter and roll them up, they are divine. So the uniqueness of this is that it's square. The uniqueness is that, okay, you put a little bit of ghee on top and make it nice and crispy. And then you'll see that when I tear up the, chapati, you'll see the lovely layers also that it forms. So my chapati is ready. It looks amazing, and the aroma also is amazing in my kitchen. So here I have my hot cup of tea all ready, and this is how I used to have my chapatis when I was a kid, and this is how I like to have it to this day. So you get these beautiful layers, and it's so soft and so delicious. Now you could add a pinch of salt when you're, just starting to need it, but I don't like adding too much of salt to my chapatis. And then you just dip it into the tea and just enjoy its sheer bliss. And for those of you who love to have your tea and chow and chapati as an evening snack or a morning breakfast, know what I'm talking about. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video and this recipe. Thanks so much for watching. See you in my next video.
Friends, I hope you liked today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshita's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye, and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshita saying bye. Take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.